that much. They all feel the pain. You are not ready for us!
Breaking news of the world of Marvel Comics book readers. Stan Lee by 95.
I never had any idea that these characters would last this long. In fact, I and the people I worked with who co-created them with me, the many talented artists, we just hoped that the books would sell and we could continue to get our salary and be able to pay our rent.
What do you say, together, you and I, we go ahead and end my 218-match losing streak?
Listen, that's really funny. You come out here with a lot of courage and a lot of enthusiasm. But let me tell you a cold hard fact, okay? You're a born loser and you're gonna die a loser, just like every single person here. So I'm done wasting my time with you. Why don't you just get the hell out of Brooklyn, okay?
Are you gonna hide behind that guitar and that goofy scarf? Are you gonna fight me?
And Elias now has Hawkins right where he wants him. There's Drift away. Kurt Hawkins tried. He is now 0 for his last 219.
Kurt Hawkins failed. the foundation. We're told this is beautiful. And if you are not this, then you are not. When we accept this as truth, we buy the illusion, hoping to purchase joy. Joyce Meyer says, all we want to do is just be happy. But we don't know how to. Put it on a credit card, pay them whatever he makes his fee, but it goes quickly. Johnny has goals, plans, and responsibilities, so as he gets older, to save is a need. These companies make their own products obsolete in our minds, so when a new one's released, they're sold up for the first week. We got everything in the world but true love and peace. See, the inside's dirty, but the outside is clean. Now I'm talking to a doctor who has many degrees, who was telling me his knowledge can set me free. First need to believe in fact and drop the theology. He said the Bible distorted my reality. Then he told me daily to take these three pills that would chill my insanity. So now it's time to buy new phones and TVs and downloads instead of CDs and DVDs. It used to be convenient, but now it's necessities like Alexis and HAL 9000 PC's predecessor. If you look into the prophecies, the three laws of robotics, go ahead and read. I vote better some sophisticated. Maybe these crazy paranoid writers ain't crazy. Facts do it, machines mass produce babies. And humans are one beast and machine. If you don't embrace technology, then you'll be considered a monkey, considered history. Who gave marriage to marriage equality? If you disagree, you're a racist promoting bigotry. In this brave new world, acceptance is the key, no matter who you fuck or what you believe. The God, the element, the planet Mercury. Gnosticism, the Kabbalah, alchemy. My words are the book spenders who want to speak. A gift to the Lord, most high supreme beings. I will gravitate by radiating this energy, annihilate and create the base metals of my beliefs. Foundation, yes, that is why humanity has everything in the world but true love and peace. Since I accept you and you accept me, we don't have to fight. Let's just be friends. You can marry anything or anybody. You can be anything or anybody. Instead of judgment, we should do as you please. We embrace all forms of sexuality. We put it on the website that the world can see. We no longer hide the closet. Now finally, I can lead myself, accepting my beauty. Plus, I can get a hug here. Love and acceptance is guaranteed. Here we belong to everybody. Only fools still respect monogamy. So our life looks like some type of pornography, with magic mixed with alien technology. We got the power to heal any disease. We got everything in the world but true love and peace. As we seek God to heal the pain that's deep. Sometimes we're strong and faithful, sometimes we're weak. We make right for our churches every day of the week. I'm seeking to release the chains of misery. Some of that piles up with my unmet needs, which affects my health. Most don't live healthy on the train. James came on your D. They put the video on the web and his fan base increased. You had no idea because he's asleep. While Billy makes 25G monthly, getting drunk, making YouTube video streams. Started in his parents' basement, now he lives like a king. While men with degrees work and making D's. The rich commit suicide, homicide because of cream, but often more because they have lost the dream. They got everything in the world but true love and peace. The God, the element, the planet Mercury, the Kabbalah, Gnosticism, alchemy. My words are the book of splendor. So when I speak, I give to the lowest mortal and highest supreme beings. I'll gravitate by radiating this energy, annihilate and create my base metals or beliefs. Foundation, and yes, this is why humanity has everything in the world but true love and peace. work. I don't know. I was with Janice talking to this jerk. He wasn't a jerk, really. He was just drunk, kinda cool. Let me continue with the story. My check 1, 2. He lit his weed and watched me finger Janice. I pointed the camera at my kitty cat Candace. I was playing my piano live on the internet, catching records till I realized what I was doing. This song is really just a test. This freestyle will manifest for what happened next. Let's dance naked to the fire body drums and tell stories to the rising of the sun. The cities came home to get laid and paid, but then came the mermaids. Mr. Beside them, even though they were half-fisted women, sing a song and it went something like this. I can make you a god, although you are a man. I know right now you really don't understand. Just close your eyes and take my hand and listen to the song that I change. Yeah, we're doing this on a new computer. Old school audio note. You jive turkeys don't hear me though. Ready though, You might not like what I have to say, but if you are atheist and if you are gay, you're gonna burn in hell someday, You're gonna burn in hell someday, And your Muslim will burn in too, right next to the Kabbalists and the Buddhists. I ain't trying to diss you, I'm trying to help. There's gonna be a lot of good people burning in hell. You got a KKK claim to be Christian, but they're gonna be burning in hell with the Bloods and the Crips and anyone who thinks different. Anyway, this is the song that I'm kicking. I don't want my new Nike Air Jordans. I paid $300 for it. They were made by a kid in a foreign land, or maybe by the prison industrial complex. I can make you a god, I know that you're a man. Right now you probably don't understand. Just close your eyes and take my hand and listen to the song that I changed. I'm making music for adults that play with teddy bears and kitty cats. And those who play with Adobe Photoshop. My mom said my hair looks like I'm into punk rock. Multicolors, but I ain't 6'9", I got 6 rhymes, and this is how I'm gonna get mine. Before we get to that, I say rest in peace to Mean Gene and the Guerrero Muhammad Ali. Okay, I got mine by using Lord of Vision. Stay persistent, the race isn't given to the men who use the swiftness. The race is only given to those who don't give in. I used to be a slave to their uniform, now I follow rainbows while riding unicorn. One day Nimrod united all men to create this great tower named Babel. And the Lord said that he had to stop them unless they would be successful. Did you know that the tornado or the whirlwind is really a portal to another dimension? This is what the Tower of Babel was really about, like when Elisha saw his master being out. She saw me and Janice said, do you want to leave? I said I want to stay and I want to leave. I ran with a blondie dreaming about having a family and having other people to live happily. At this time it's all was insanity. Most of the movement was slow, but gradually, eventually, it would happen, G. Stuff I was talking about in my rapping scene. Anyway, I got more to say, so I'ma say it. I'm afraid to say, nigga. And what I'm afraid to say, I just said. I wish I could hold you and kiss your hand. The circle is loving kindness, the pillar of mercy. Come to me if you're thirsty. Come to me, girl. I'll have you doing something that you would love to do. At first it may seem uncomfortable. What I am doing to you is my purpose. Praise the Lord, I am his servant. Child, I can make you a god, but now you're just a man. I know you probably don't understand. Just close your eyes and take my hand and listen to the song that I chant. I can make you a goddess, I know you're just a woman. Right now, girl, I know you don't understand. Just close your eyes and take my hand and dance with the great one David Witt saying. So, let's dance naked by the fire to the drum. Let's dance naked and tell stories to the rising of the sun. Let's tell stories and make love, do it in public in front of everyone. Let's make love. Pick up the weed and put down your gun. Come on, everybody, let's just have fun. I don't want to fight. I'm a punk. Like I said before, yo. I like kitty cats and teddy bears. Video games. Yo, I kick your asses in video game now.
Men, women. It doesn't matter. They all feel the pain. You are not ready for us!
People say, well, have you found life yet? No. Well, that's like going to the ocean. This has been said before. Taking a cup of water, scooping up, and saying, there are no whales in the ocean, Here's my data, You need a slightly bigger sample. Carbon is the most chemically fertile element in the entire periodic table. You can make more kinds of molecules with carbon than all other molecules combine. First, remember what the U stands for in UFO. Now, there's a fascinating frailty of the human mind called argument from ignorance. And this is how it goes. You ready? Somebody sees lights flashing in the sky. They've never seen it before. They don't understand what it is. They say, a UFO. So they say, I don't know what it is. It must be aliens from outer space visiting from another planet. Well, if you don't know what it is, that's where your conversation should stop. You don't then say it must be anything.
It's of course going to be a double bond, and I know that because of this signal down here between 9 and 10. Remember, a signal between 9 and 10, that's the region for an aldehyde of protons. So we have an aldehyde proton over here, so I draw in my carbonyl, I draw in my hydrogen, and then this is another piece of the puzzle. This signal represents 2 protons.
To the 3 schools that rose in this period: Christianity, Gnosticism, and Neoplatonism. Neoplatonism, or the New Platonism, claims its original inspiration and descent from the writings of Plato and his legitimate successors.
The consequences are the internet, GPS, computers, fiber optics, a broadband internet. All of that is a consequence of the quantum theory. Now, you'd think that a theory that powerful would be logical, compelling, and intuitive. Wrong. It is the most bizarre theory ever proposed in the history of science. Einstein couldn't get his head around it. It reduces everything to probability so that there's a probability that electrons can vanish, reappear someplace else. Electrons can be 2 places at the same time and exist in multiple states at the same time. How can you possibly exist 2 places at the same time? How can you be in multiple states simultaneously? Well, that's just the way the atomic world is. But at the atomic level, electrons exist in multiple states all the time. And you know what that's called? That's called the laser beam.
So set your mind daily to show mercy and kindness. Verse 4, so shall you find favor. You know what that means? People are going to like you and they won't even know why. Doors are going to open for you. So you shall find favor, good understanding, and high esteem in the sight of God and man. Verse 5 through 8, lean on, trust in, and be confident in the Lord with all your heart and mind.
One night, a group of professional fishermen fished all night, but they couldn't get a bite. They were cleaning their nets. Then the Lord told them to go outside and cast your net to the other side. They didn't feel what he was speaking and probably only did it so that they could be obedient. Then they started fishing in the deep waters, but this was really the same waters they was fishing in before. Anyway, now they are catching a large amount of fish. Is it possible that before the Lord held back the fish? Because the only difference in scenario is the Lord coming through with the miracle. In the Old Testament, God murdered a lot of innocent people, but it's still considered just. Some of these people believed in different gods, so they got stoned or killed by the sword. But they weren't all heathens like the 70,000 plus that had to die when David took the census. From the sword to the crossbows to the MAC-10s, I'm killing anybody with a different religion in it. See, man-made religion, tolerance, but I am intolerant. Let's get deeper and talk about life. Make your body a living sacrifice. That's easy to say, but hard to do. So hard to do. Right now, you know what I want to do? I want to experience sexual pleasure. But if I do, then I will get arrested. I got me thinking, what type of Christian am I? Always focusing on my sex life. I need to focus on the next life instead of focusing on my death life. A fool. This ain't cool because, dude, I've been like this since elementary school. And now I'm 41, going on 42. Singing the same song, I wish I was never born. Fuck life. Praise Christ. In every situation, I am always wrong. It is always my fault that it happened. I am a man, and so I must accept this. And if the woman is beautiful or ugly, I know she will not like, want, or love me. But who cares? I got Jesus. Everyone, you need to get Jesus. Become a Christian. Become a Christian. If you're a Christian, become a better Christian. Sometimes I dance with the devil trying to enjoy life, but those actions ain't right. I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling shame. My pastor telling me that these are good things. This is good. It's called the conviction of the Holy Spirit. God's voice. I know you hear it. He's saying stop watching porn, move on, sip on that new wine, sing a new song. The things you used to do, you do no more. Take off the grave clothes and put on the new clothes. Mama telling me to go outside and get laid. My niggas telling me to go outside and get laid. Open up that door that you can't close. You might have to pay the rest of your life for. Some shit that only lasted 2 minutes. You didn't really enjoy it, but you still hit it. And she was a fat haze blunt. Nigga puffed it, then I stuck my dick up in the bitch raw. Like fuck it. And when I told my friends and family the story, they were so happy for me, they threw me a surprise party. La-di-da-di. I'm thinking about how I just came inside a total stranger, and how much I love embracing these types of dangers. Then I woke up from my dream. Was it a nightmare? Was it a dream? Was it reality? I can't tell. When you look at my speech, it's easy to recognize why so many people can't tell that I'm a Christian. And also my actions, I saw out of balance. That you be like, the people of the world live a better life, and they got much better insight. You go into them for therapy and advice because you the one messed up mentally. And people of the world don't do what I have done, brother, like that dude in the church with bones and stepmother. And it's not what I used to do, it's what I'm still doing. It's even a sin to look at a woman sexually. The deacon says it's wrong for Christians to date. Pastor says it's wrong for Christians to masturbate. Another pastor says it's okay to masturbate as long as you don't think about somebody sexually. When you masturbate, don't do that. Now let's talk about when 200 aliens came to Earth to have sex with humans. These angels also came with secrets. And to humans, they began teaching. The tree of life, this wasn't the Kabbalah. This tree of life opened up magical powers. This is the same tree of life in the Kabbalah and in the book of Genesis and throughout the whole Bible. See, we are all trees of life as explained through 10 or maybe 11 circles. Now let's get to the flood. God knew not everything would be destroyed in the flood. Some would survive. This wasn't a surprise because God is all-knowing. Let's keep on going. God is not happy with my actions. David Winston is not happy with my actions. I'm tired of all of these faded attractions and this fantasy world that I live in. That you'll be giving love back to me. Baby. All the time, baby. Roberto Clemente, Mae Young, Errol Garner, Richard Pryor, Christopher Wallace, Michael Jackson. Not Tupac. That nigga is still alive. Rest in peace to all the other ones. Thank you for your assistance in this journey. All I want to do is love you.
and dusty.